Even though fans tend to believe they know everything about their favorite celebrities, sometimes stars reveal something surprising, like a different voice. Kayla Noor is a TikTok influencer with over 16 million followers that has some great content, but also a very particular voice and a strong Boston accent.
Kim Kardashian had this absolutely stunning.
Fans found some old footage and accent is not as strong.
But this is one of my favorite buildings. You can come here to hang out with your friends, study, grab a bite to eat.
Madonna is known to be the queen of pop, but apparently she's also a master of reinvention in old interviews. It's very noticeable that she had a British accent, despite being born in Bay City, Michigan, just a few hours from Detroit, but she did live in England for many years as an adult. So one can understand why it would be tempting to try out a UK accent.
Which I can relate to, because I feel like Americans don't appreciate my sense of irony.
I'm a detail-oriented person, and
It's also worth noting that she does not do an English accent anymore, and explained in an interview that she picks up accents very quickly, and there's a name for this phenomenon called the chameleon effect. Due to market expectations and cultural identity, it's common for country singers to adopt or exaggerate a Southern accent. So, with Taylor Swift being a fan of country music and moving to Nashville in her teenage years, she sort of adopted a country accent, which she later dropped later in her career.
They told me that my album is platinum, and tonight I'm standing on this stage and I can't believe it, y'all! People in the audience, she looked down and I was like, "Leanne, did you get my letters?" And she goes, "I sure did, Taylor." I am the boy for the role.
While everyone recognizes Michael Jackson's high-pitched speaking voice, there are many anecdotes and clips of him using a deeper tone.
So much. I'm a big fan, really.
But well,
To the World Music Awards and all my fans.
But, well, there are theories about why his voice might sound deeper in some interviews and award shows, with some painkillers having a side effect of lowering pitch. With Ariana Grande being able to sing notes across 4 octaves, she has an incredible amount of vocal versatility, but her non-singing voice became a topic of conversation when a clip from the podcast Podsy Crusher went viral, where it seems she changed her voice to a more high-pitched one mid-interview.
That's how I felt. I was like, what has happened?
Fans were quick to argue that Ariana accidentally revealed her normal talking voice during the interview, but Ariana came out to explain that she changes her voice on purpose, depending on how frequently she sings to maintain her vocal health. And well, by looking at her interviews over the years, one can definitely see her voice does change.
Like in a fashion blender, that would be so tight. I love that.
Fantasize comes out crazy. It was stolen.
This sort of business, whether it's, being on Broadway or...
Everyone's done incredibly this year. I'm like looking around like...
Well, I'm going to tell you my 3 favorite movies of all time. So I'm going to have to...
Lindsay Lohan was born and raised in New York. But after she gained popularity, she left the United States to escape the public eye. Fans were incredibly surprised by her voice change when she first made a public appearance after being in Europe for only a few months.
You can go out, you can have a nice night. You don't have to drink. Like a cup of coffee and turkey. You can go have fun, but you don't have to drink.
Okay, at first one might think this video was altered, but it definitely wasn't. Lana Del Rey, at a concert, had some Latin and Miami undertone on her voice, which made some fans confused.
I just want to let you know that I'm only one person, but I feel absolutely every single person's energy out there. And I so appreciate it, and...
Austin Butler gave a stellar performance as Elvis Presley in the biographical drama film, but it seems that Elvis left a lasting impression on him even after the movie wrapped. Austin couldn't shake off Elvis's iconic draw and deep voice.
The thing is, when you do one thing for 2 years...
How she found out about the same time that I did, so...
Well, the way that this came about, I was doing, they don't even know it, but they have guided my career. They have guided my life.
I play a guy named Will Armstrong. So good to be back.
It's very strange to see his voice change over the years, and he claims that he no longer feels he's talking like Elvis, mentioning in a recent interview on The Graham Norton Show that the accent is starting to fade and that he probably has vocal cord damage from it. And on The Simple Life, Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie navigated normal jobs in life. which catapulted Paris into stardom with her iconic ditzy blonde persona, resulting in some of reality TV's most iconic moments.
What is Walmart? It's like they sell wall stuff?
But apparently this was all a marketing ploy by Paris Hilton, and she was playing up this persona and even faking her voice to go with the character.
And I love your jacket. The sparkles are amazing. I wanted to find out who made it later.
Say, this is you, isn't it?
Yeah, this is my real voice. That was just a character I was playing. But I think the most important thing is they need access to therapy counseling.
A lot of people believe that Johnny Depp is British, but he's actually from Kentucky, and in older videos you can definitely hear his voice sounded much different.
It started to become false.
You know, it's like throughout the years his voice definitely matured and changed, with some people arguing. He adopted a mid-Atlantic accent that used to be popular in Hollywood years ago. Others argue he just spent a lot of time internationally, so it became a mixture of different nationalities and characters he played.
I just wanted to thank you very much for all the birthday cards.
In an interview with W Magazine, Ryan Gosling revealed that as a kid, he felt the Canadian accent wasn't tough enough for the movie roles he aspired to. He pushed so hard to adopt a Marlon Brando Brooklyn accent that he can't shake off. Okay, I have no idea what's going on this one. And many people have reached different conclusions about it, but Hilary Baldwin in many interviews can be seen speaking with a very noticeable Spanish accent and claiming she has Spanish ancestry, even though she was born and raised in Boston. Apparently, her parents did retire to Spain when she was 27. The accent can be seen in several interviews.
A little bit different. Just the fact that it feels different, you know, we like to say husband and wife a lot.
How do you say it in tomatoes? We have
and dancing is very hard on your body.
Cucumbers.
So I was looking for something that was...
But, well, years later, people started noticing in some interviews she didn't have the accent at all. And social media did some digging and found she had no Spanish heritage. However, she does speak Spanish flawlessly, and explained on an Instagram Live that she did spend some time in Spain as a child.
There's been some questions about where I'm born. I'm born in Boston.
Okay, even though Andrew Lincoln never faked an accent outside the big screen, it's always pretty unbelievable watching him speak in his regular British accent, since he did an incredible job as his character, Rick Grimes on The Walking Dead.
Truth is that when I read the script, I just went, oh.
It's no secret that kids will humble you while Kim Kardashian was recording an Instagram story for a new makeup line. Northwest started roasting her for switching up her voice for social media.
Why do you talk different?
Why do I talk different for what?
For my videos, I'm the same human being. I don't talk different.
How do I talk different? Penelope, how do I talk? Guys,
so today I got this new mask and these new bronzers.
During an Instagram Live, Lucy Hale revealed while watching some old auditions that she purposely had to change her voice due to her southern accent, and to do that she had classes in which she learned how to pronounce words differently.
I can't remember a world where I ever sounded like that.
I know.
I had to take accent reduction when I moved to LA.
This one might be somewhat shady, but apparently a lot of hit songs from, Jennifer Lopez, especially at the beginning of her career, were not really her voice, for example. Artist of Shanti did a demo track for J-Lo, so she can use it as reference. But instead, they ended up using Ashanti's vocals in the finished track, which included the chorus without a credit.
Because I hear you all over the song, and I'm just like, why didn't they take Ashanti off the song?
Well, I demoed the record for her, and they kept my hook, and, you know, they kept some of the backgrounds and ad-libs and stuff like that.
And, well, Ja Rule, who's also featured on the track, addressed these rumors and said it happens frequently in the music industry.
That stuff happens all the time on music.
Did Ashanti get paid?
I don't know.
Why wouldn't you know?
Because I'm not the one to do the paying to her. Listen, you don't usually get paid to do a reference. Nobody gets paid to do a reference.
Additionally, other singers such as Natasha Ramos and Meghan Trainor had their voices from the demo version mixed in the official track. That doesn't mean Jennifer Lopez's vocals are not in the song, but it does explain why she can sound so different in different songs. When Elizabeth Holmes rose to fame in the tech world as the youngest self-made billionaire, her former classmates at Stanford were surprised by her adoption of Steve Jobs' attire and mannerisms. But what truly caught attention was her unexpectedly deep voice.
A reality in the context of our healthcare system.
Following the exposure of her company as a scam and not having the product they claimed they had, Holmes swiftly abandoned the low voice in an attempt to salvage her image and avoid legal consequences. She later admitted to Time magazine that she had adopted the voice to be taken more seriously despite her efforts. Her image rehabilitation fell short, resulting in a sentence of 11 years and 3 months in prison. A kind of funny voice change comes from English football coach Steve McLaren, who temporarily coached a Dutch club years ago, and he immediately adopted a Dutch accent and dropped it as soon as he left.
I sort of knew when I came here, and it's been the perfect response. You'd think that, no problem, start again.
Fans started noticing that Bella Hadid had 2 different voices. One when she was LA and another when she was in France.
And we're celebrating Pride. It was the best show of all time. One is the best, and this collection was to die for, no?
If he comes through in like these, you got some Air Maxes out here. You got some homeboys getting that like, get it. Some Jordans.